Hi everyone, Creative Lauri here, welcome. So I just have a quick little video here on how you can store your items for a really inexpensive, frugal price, and that's good for the earth too. um, so if you are new to my channel, welcome, and welcome to everyone else that's coming back. I have been doing mainly how to survive on $25 a month groceries, and then I do separate hauls for my pantry stockpiling. So today I've had some of these containers for a really long time, and I'm going to start over here. I got this great basmati rice from a friend. She also gave me a 12-pound package of beans from Costco. Yeah, it must have been Costco. And I still haven't opened this one yet. She got it for me, let me think. It was in 2020, and it's 20 pounds. So I finally just opened it because I want to be able, and it was like sewn shut, but I know that the plastic probably has little holes in it for it to breathe. So I just wanted to open that up and store it. That was so sweet of her because that was kind of like a belated birthday gift, and that's an amazing gift. Like, I appreciate those kinds of gifts. So thankful to her, and she just surprised me with that. So I have that, and what I'm going to put it in is this little container. This is a really big container. I don't know if you can tell. So my parents, or my dad, used to have a Sam's Club card, and this is like, oh my gosh, probably at least 15 years ago. And my mom used to like these animal crackers. They weren't too high in sugar. She was diabetic, so we would give her, you know, like 8 to 10 little crackers, and with coffee or tea, and she was totally happy with that. So my dad would just buy them in bulk, and they stayed fresh, so that was really good. But I always kept this one. I think we only bought 2 because they would take us like a really long time to get through them. And, you know, her likes would change. Like, she decided she didn't like them anymore or what have you. But I've been hanging on to this probably for, I would say, at least 10 years, maybe 15. So I'm not going to even bother taking the label off. I mean, it's so old that you could see the glue is like so crispity, crunchity. I've already washed it. I've stored it clean. So I just kind of dusted it off. I found it in my pantry, and I thought, why aren't I using this? So I think I'm going to be putting my basmati rice in there, and the mouth of it is nice and big so I can get like a scoop out, and I'll just store that on my shelves. That way I'm not going to get the little weeble wobbles. Well, you could get them anyways, but in plastic you're not going to get like other like mice or rats. Now, I don't have a problem with that because I do have cats, so they don't even dare come my direction. But I just thought it might be good for long-term storage. And to protect against the weeble wobbles, or what, weebles? I don't know their correct name, but you know which ones I'm talking about. I don't have oxygen absorbers, so all I'm going to do is just fill it up to the top. And I have some, ooh, that candle is hot next to my hand. I have some bay leaves, laurel leaves. And so I just bought these. They were $1.19. They used to be 99 cents, but that's okay. All I'm gonna do is put a couple of them like at the bottom. And then I'm gonna start putting in the rice. I'm gonna move this candle though. It smells really nice. So it's from Dollar Tree. It's the honeydew melon. And it's in one of the little mason jars, which I always like to get. Let me move this, and then I'm going to start pouring in the rice, and I'll show you the other ways that I have been storing things. So I started pouring it, and then I thought, okay, sorry, you'll have to excuse my recycle bin over here. Why didn't I put in the some leaves, and my hands are clean, in the middle? Because I put about 4 like broken pieces, whole leaves at the bottom, but I should probably put them kind of in the middle as well. Okay, so I'm going to put, because I really love basmati rice and I would hate for this to ever go bad. So let me finish pouring the rest in there. I hope it all fits. Okay, so it didn't all fit, but I got a majority of it in there, and I'm really glad I took it out of this bag, but there's still quite a bit left, as you can see. But as you can see, there's like little holes in the bag and to breathe. So it really wasn't protected, so I'm glad that I put it in here. So all I'm gonna do now is I might just I have some scrap paper. That's all you're gonna need is a little scrap paper, tape, scissors, and I'm just gonna tape a label across here saying what type of rice it is and best by date. And that's pretty much it. And then, okay, so I've labeled it basmati rice, best by date, and yes, it says 6/30/21, and I put how much is approximately in there. And I just cover this whole thing with tape just so that my wet hands, you know, whatever, doesn't rub it off. So this is just regular white rice in a 32-ounce ball jar. So I'm going to put the rest in here, and I'm going to label this one because most of my rice is white rice and brown rice, which brown rice doesn't last as long, so I'm trying to get through that first. But I'm going to see how much of that 2 pounds will fit in here. Be right back. Okay, so it was approximately about 1 3/4 pound that was left, and so I would say about 1 1/2 fit into the 32-ounce jars. And I have about a 1/4 pound left. I'm just going to keep it in this bag. I'll be making another batch of rice probably in the next, I would say 5 days or so. So, and why I'm putting on here, how much is in here. Come on, focus. Because I know how long it takes me to go through a 2-pound bag. And so therefore I can, you know, guesstimate how much that will last me. So this is just regular white rice. So let's move on to this here. I got this as a gift, this container. And it was, I think my sister got it from Ross or Home Goods. She originally bought it for me to put my cat food in and take it to, like, when I go feed the cats. I actually wanted something for water, but this wouldn't work because if I hold it, the water comes out. So really it's best for like dry goods. And so I just put different pastas in here, and I kept them in the packaging. So I have spaghetti in here, fettuccine, and then I have more spaghetti in the back, and that way all the dates are still on it, and it just better suits me. So that works for me. Then I had this old Jif peanut butter jar, and I just washed it out, and I put in, let me show you. Let me move my laurel leaves, bay leaves. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay, I just added some bay leaves to this because I actually forgot to do that, so I just did that. And I had a package of whole wheat elbow pasta. So this was, I think, yeah, £1. Now I just put it in this plastic one. And you know, if you're gonna do a bug out bag, honestly, plastic would work better, or keep it in the original. But you know, just depending on how long you need to keep it, I just figure it's best to put it in plastic jars. So I have a label ready, the best by date. I think we all know how to cook pasta, so I'm just gonna put that on there. And I don't know if you could see it. And I ate the balance because the whole pound didn't fit in there. So I made a big macaroni cold salad, and that was really good. Actually, I already finished it. So I'm going to put that label on and then I'll show you the next thing. And as always, I always recycle all these bags. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that I had bought, I think it was back in 2020. These little, I think they're quarter pint ball jars. And they're just a little too small because I wanted to make jam for, or marmalade from my lemon tree. And I think they're just a little too small for that, but I don't know. What do you guys think? As gifts, that might work. But what I've been doing is putting in my bouillon cubes, just so that, the critters can't get to them. And I thought that that was a good idea. So all I have to do is label it. So I emptied one out, about 1.5 package in here. Okay, so all I have to do is just label this one. And what I did is I did put a little bay leaf in there also and labeled it. And I have quite a few more of these. Not quite a few, but probably 3 or 4 of these. Some are at my dad's. So I'm just going to be putting them in jars for now because I think they'll last longer. And because they're just in that, foiled little foil wrapper thingy, you know what I mean? So I put the date's on the side of the package. So now I can throw this or recycle that one. And then I have all of these that I need to label. This is just lentils. This is a 16-ounce jar of regular lentils. And this has some of my garbanzo beans. I don't remember what was in here, but probably something like relish or something, knowing me. This one is plastic, as you can see. And I've got pinto beans in here. And this was a lid from, I think, one of the Dollar Tree candles. I couldn't get all the residue off, but I really don't care. So I just need to label that. Then, because sometimes my lids get misplaced, and I've noticed after I wash them. This was, I got this at IKEA. They're pickled beet eggs. My dad and I didn't care for them completely. I'm sure I would like them if I made it myself, but I didn't like the ones from IKEA. I really tried, but I just wasn't crazy about them. So saved the jar. I washed them. I hand washed them because if you put this in the dishwasher, that glue clogs up all of your little water holes that are in there. And that's happened to me before. So I just hand wash it really good with hot water. And I know I could probably take the jar and put it in boiling water and it'll come off, or also use Gooby Gone or whatever it's called. But I just wanted to kind of get this done. So I got some black beans in here. That's done. And there is a little bit of residue, it seems like, on all of them, but I have taped other things on here, and I do wash them in between. So now I have these egg noodles that aren't really completely shelf stable. They just don't last as long because they have egg. And I was thinking of either I've saved these. I have 3 of these. I've been saving them for like 2 years. Now, the problem with these is that the lids don't stay on completely tight, like they just come off really easy. So I don't necessarily want to take pasta out of its packaging to put in there, because I think if I accidentally, the lid pops off. So I'm not really sure what I want to put in there exactly, but this in the packaging won't fit in there. It's just too big. So I'll have to think of something else to store in these, but I do have 3. If you guys can think of something, let me know. It could be, I don't know. I can't think of what I can put in there. Spaghetti won't fit. It's too tall. Now, I could break the spaghetti in half and then fit it that way, but I just didn't want to break them in half either. So I have a relish jar that I can put some more beans in. And then when I went to Grocery Outlet the other few times, well, this one I got from them like a long time ago. I must have bought a few cans and I took this. And this helps stay on like my shelves because I have those bakery wire shelves that are kind of like this material. And when you place something on that type of bottom, it'll kind of like do that wobble sometimes if you don't get it just right. So I have lined them with cardboard actually, but I also like on the edges because things can spill over, topple over on the sides. I like keeping them in little boxes like this. So for instance, you know, put all my jars that are breakable in here so that they won't do that. And that just makes it a little bit more, you know, I won't be afraid that they're going to fall over. So just a little tip on that. And I got this nice big one last time because I had bought some plants. And doesn't that look good? Sparkling craft cocktail, grapefruit vodka soda. I don't drink hard liquor like that, but it sounds refreshing. But maybe if it was like minus vodka, because I do like grapefruit. But this is a nice big box, and I had bought just a few tomato plants. So this would be great for especially like my big ball jars. Although I did keep the box for these, for the ball jars. So I don't really need them for these ball jars, but I can definitely put all of that kind of stuff in there, and it's not going to fall over off the edges because my shelving unit is in my laundry, and you know, when I walk by or if I turn around too quick, I sometimes knock things off, and these little boxes really kind of help with that. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I will come back with some other great little tips. These are just simple, like, of course, everyday things. These are nothing that, this isn't anything that someone hasn't already thought of. But I just thought I'd show you what I have saved over the years. I saved most of my ball jars, and containers like that. I threw a ton of glass containers away, probably in 2018 or 19. And I totally regret it, but, you know, I just wasn't thinking, and I just had too many of them, but now I wish I had all of them. So I do have more in my regular walk-in pantry, and that's where I keep majority of my like everyday stuff that I use, and but I really wish I had more containers. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you would be doing the same thing. Do you save your big containers like that? Like for instance, I have some pub mix that I got for my birthday, like pretzels and little things, and it's a really nice tall clear container, and it's really hard plastic. I use that for something else, and I'll show you what I used it for next time in the next video. All right guys, I hope you're all putting your things away. So good luck, and it doesn't have to be expensive. You can just see I'm reusing things, so reusing items. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.